I had done some new assembly videos and we had this bed sitting out here and I thought, what am I going to do with this thing? And it dawned on me that I have not did a proper weight limit test for these beds. And so this being the larger bed, you have a 7 foot length here. If we were to sit right in the center of it, how much weight can that hold? And so that's what I'm going to try to find out today. I'm going to start on the extreme though. I didn't want to set like a bunch of feed sacks up here. We have something over here we're going to take a look at. We'll set it up on this side and we'll see if it can hold it. If we crush this side, I'll put something smaller on this side, but I'm going to start big. So what do we have here? It is a 900-pound tombstone. This isn't the type of tombstone that you mark a grave with. This tombstone would be used on a horizontal mill. They would have some type of rotary table to sit on. You could attach vices, fixtures. So this unit weighs 900 pounds. Putting the 900 pounds on, this is the first time I've done it. I'm going to try it. We'll see what happens. There's a round stud that comes out of the bottom of this, so we'll have to place these on either side. Woo! Went down a little quicker than what I thought. All right, we have 900 pounds on there. The straps are loose and we can see what happened. So I'm gonna move the camera over here so we can really see what it's done. Okay, that's 900 pounds. It's not rated for 900 pounds. For sure. Okay, I'm gonna lift this off. We'll see if it comes back up. All right, so it actually looks better now than it actually is. I'll show you, it kind of crinkled some of it. Let me move these boards. It looks like it just sprang back up, and the wood definitely did. So I'm going to set on the wood. So now I'm even sagging the wood a little bit because it's not even touching the metal. Let's take a look at it. So it crinkled the metal. Yeah, there's a good shot of what it did. And now when I sit on it, all that's supporting my butt is that wood before it runs into the metal. I know I shouldn't have started with the heaviest thing I had. I should have worked my way up to that. But we're past that now. I've got the other side to work with. We had a cool idea. I called my father-in-law and I'm like, I need something around 400 or 500 pounds. What do you got? And he's like, well, I can bring a round bale over. And he says that it'll weigh between 1,000 and 1,100 pounds. And it's wide enough that it can straddle the two boards. So then we would be putting approximately 500 pounds on each board. All right, I had one more idea before my father-in-law gets here. I'm going to go ahead and set the 900-pound tombstone on one of the short sides. So this is the 3.5-foot side. We'll see what happens. This is a winner. The straps are loose. They're sitting there. 900 pounds. Let's go under there and look at it. You can see we're starting to buckle the metal just a little bit. All right, let's get this tombstone pulled off here. I feel like a little squirrel getting in this thing. Tilt forward. There they go. All right, it's finally on there. We'll come take a look at it. It's barely sitting on each board. Now this is the side that we already messed up by putting 900 pounds on it. So it's falling down to that depth already. You can see light under it. But you can see this side here has not, nothing's happened to this side. So right now we're estimating approximately right here is the center of mass, and that on this side alone is approximately 500 pounds. So there's another look. We're going to attempt to take it off there in one piece. Well, we got another idea now. When you leave us alone with machines and things like that, we're liable to do all sorts of things. So he's grabbing that. Uh-oh. Oh, he got it. He got it. And this is just good as new after you wipe all the hay off of it. We're gonna put the front forks on the bed. I hear noises, but it's still doing good. It's lifted. We're off the ground. I can't think of anything else. I was wanting to see if I could get my skid steer up there, but I don't really see how, so probably won't mess with that. I don't know. Yeah, whenever you're ready. This was a fun experiment to see what weight we could hold. A few interesting things that I've picked up. This paver is shoved all the way down into the ground. We put quite a bit of weight on this too, but it just goes to show, put pavers under your corners to help the bed stay level. Also, 900 pounds. We done a 900-pound test right here. It went down about, I'm guessing 4 inches, maybe 5 inches. When it did, it bent the metal panel underneath it. So now there's about a 3/4 inch gap between the metal panel and right here on the board. But we were able to stabilize the 900 pounds and let it sit there. So this surface, just sitting on 4 pavers, we could set 900 pounds here. What this also showed is it showed 900 pounds is too much. You're gonna bend your metal. More times than not, if the individual is heavier, they won't want to sit on the bed. I'll have to, talk them into it and say, sit on this thing, trust me. And they'll sit down on it and they'll be surprised. We set 900 pounds on this surface. This did nothing. As far as I can tell, there may be a slight bend in the middle at the very top. But it took 900 pounds just fine. So on the 3.5 span, 900 pounds is okay. On the 7-foot span, 900 pounds in the center is not okay. So we move over to this side. So this side was undamaged from our 900-pound test over there. I was wanting about 400 pounds here to do a test. Father-in-law said, I got a bale of hay. It weighs between 1,000 and 1,100. And so we're saying the bale of hay was 1,000 pounds. We set it on that board and this board. So this board would have been taking approximately half the weight. So we had 500 pounds sitting here. We had no damage from that with the hay bale test. I am confident in saying that if you weigh 500 pounds or less, you can sit right in the center of the 7-foot. I am confident in saying if you weigh up to 900 pounds, you can sit on the 3.5-foot surface here. We also did a test where my father-in-law came over. He stuck his hay prongs into the wood and lifted the front of his tractor up. That test really didn't show us, I don't know what it showed us. We just wanted to do it. I don't know how much force was being put on the bed at that point. And then we desperately wanted to get the skid steer up here. And so I tried to maneuver that in place. We just couldn't get that, we couldn't safely get it up there. I didn't want to tip it over. So hopefully people can understand when they see me walk on these beds. Hopefully they understand now that it's, that they are strong. So the whole reason for this video was so we were confident in telling a max weight on our beds, a max sitting weight. After we done all that to this bed, we can still grow in this bed. I may replace that panel or may try to bend it back, but these panels are super strong. You're not gonna do well trying to bend them unless you put 900 pounds on them.